and so we bid a fond farewell to Lucifer. Hello everyone, welcome to the ride back, and it's with a heavy heart that today's episode deals with the series finale to season 4 of Lucifer. I'm very sad to see Lucifer have its final episode. And as far as this video and today being the day that as of the recording, it has not been picked up or renewed by another network. So unfortunately, it looks like this is the series finale. So, but before I talk about the season 3 finale, I'd like to say thank you to the writers, cast, and everyone involved with the show, because I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. Didn't thinking I would. So I want to say a thank you to them, and also a thank you for giving us the extra 2 episodes that were released just this past week. I think it was Monday, Memorial Day, when they released these 2 additional episodes. Now, having said thank you for that, I really wish they did not do that, because these last 2 episodes were pointless. They really were pointless, and honestly, I hated both of them. I hated both of these last episodes. One for one reason and another for another. But let's talk about that first one, and that's Boo Normal. And I remember that episode title because it was really ridiculous sounding title. That episode dealt with, oh gosh, what's her name? The Miss Lopez. It dealt with the forensic investigator. I always loved her, by the way. She was just such a happy character. I always loved her. She was a cool character. And it dealt with her seeing a ghost that turns out to be Azrael, which is another angel that Lucifer knows, like his brother Amenadiel. And now he's met Azrael, who's basically the angel of death. And we found out about Lopez, who Lopez was in a car accident, and the angel of death took her, didn't take her. Instead, the angel of death liked her so much, she put her along the path to her favorite brother, Lucifer. So I just thought that was interesting, and she might have played a bigger role later on in the future season. It's like they set this up in future seasons. And we're braking. Why are we braking? We're on the highway. There's no reason why we should be braking, but we are. Anyway, it looks like I've got a lot of traffic coming up. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, anyway, it looks like she was going to play a big role in the next season. And unfortunately, that's not the case. Now, and that's why I didn't like that episode, because they basically set up something that I'm not going to be able to learn about. So that's why I didn't really like that episode. If they had continued on with season 4, I probably would have liked it. But since they're not, the other episode actually dealt with an alternative reality where we actually have the voice of God come in and say, like, he changes things, like he lets Chloe Decker's father survive, so she continues on with her acting career, and yet she still comes crosses paths with Lucifer, and the two form a friendship in that episode. So it's like episode 1 all over again, only slightly different things occur. Like Charlotte Richards shows up earlier on, and Maze has like almost a cult-like following with a lot of other like followers, and who worship, Lucifer. So that episode for me, I also didn't like that one because it was pointless. There was no reason to have that episode. It was just, and it really didn't end anything. And that's the other big problem. Neither one of these episodes offered any closure to the series finale of season 3, which now we're going to talk about. I loved how most of season 3 ended up. If season 3 primarily dealt with the Sinner Man, when they discover that it's actually Cain, the first murderer. Cain killed his brother Abel. If you don't know your biblical, your Bible studies, Cain was the first murderer on planet Earth, and God cursed him, and in this case cursed him with immortality, so he can never die. So he has to basically watch everyone die around him. So that was, and he turns out to be the police captain. So that was a cool twist, and it kind of deals with, the entire season deals around with how are they going to kill Cain. He basically is asking for Lucifer's help to kill him. It's almost like they forgot that he was the Sinner Man, like at some point in the episode, at some point throughout the season, but, whatever. They eventually come back to it in this last episode, because during the second to last episode, he was trying to kill Amenadiel, but ends up killing Charlotte Richards instead, which of course infuriates all of them, because they're all kind of good friends with Charlotte at this point. What is this? Accident ahead? Ooh, y'all are gonna see an accident today. I'll try to angle the camera for you. Unless it's like bad, in which case I'm not gonna do it. In fact, it's coming up, it looks like it's coming up right here. I'm gonna angle the camera a little bit this way and see what you can see. So there you go. Who knows what you'll find on the ride back some days. Didn't look like anything too serious though, so hopefully everybody's okay. But, oh God, where was I? I got distracted. Now the traffic's moving. Where was I? Oh yeah, Charlotte Richards had died. So in the season finale, they all discover Captain Douche, as Tom Ellis likes to call him, gets really upset, and he wants revenge, and he finds out pretty quickly that who the Sinner Man is, and who shot and killed Charlotte Richards. And the whole team basically figures it out. They figure out how to get him, and Chloe tries to take a shot at him. He shoots back. Lucifer, now she was wearing a bulletproof vest, but Lucifer, in like desperation, like all of his wings come out, it protects her, and then he escapes with her to the roof, and then he comes back down and brandishing one of those angelic or demon daggers that can kill celestial beings. He tries to kill Lucifer, but Lucifer's just like way too good, and like Chloe's field of depowering goes away, which they never explain, by the way, and we're not going to get an explanation on it. He basically kills Cain at that point. So, and then at the very end, like, his devil face comes back, because at the beginning of the season he had lost his devil face, and it came back, and that's when Chloe sees this devil face. She's like, oh, it's all true. So she finally finds out that he is really the devil, and we've ended the series. So what the fuck? How can you end it like this for me? I blame the network for this. Why did you end the series as just as she finds out? There's so much more I need to know now. Okay. So I really enjoyed season 3 because I feel like every one of these, because I will admit that Lucifer is a very by the book show. They're not really taking any huge special, ideas. It's a cop mystery solving police thing by weekly. There's a new one every week, and it all follows the same thing. There's a murder. Chloe and Lucifer investigate. Lucifer uses his powers, and they move along a little bit in their relationship, and blah 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 blah. And it all happens the same way. But later on in seasons, it's when they start developing real storylines behind the whole thing. They gotta give you an idea who these people are before they start throwing more complex ideas. So, and that's what I really liked about season 3. Cain, I liked his character a lot. I can't remember, I don't know the actor's name, but the guy who played Cain, I liked his story a lot. I thought it was really cool, and I really liked where it was going. And it did end a little abruptly, but at least they wrapped up that. I will give them that. They wrapped up Cain's story, and Amenadiel, he had lost his powers and couldn't return to the Silver City, as they like to call it, heaven. But he took Charlotte Richards to heaven, which is also pretty cool because Charlotte earlier on in the season didn't. She thought that she was going to go to hell due to all the things that she did throughout her life. But it turns out that Amenadiel carried her to heaven personally. So I was like, that's good. So in a way, her story is ended in a way, but it just leaves more questions. Does Amenadiel come back? Does Detective Douche get over it? We don't know. And of course, the Chloe and Lucifer thing. Now that she has seen his devil face. So yeah, all of that was in the season finale. And like I said, it's very unfortunate that they ended the series. But hey, I got an idea. I hear over at ABC there's a time spot available. Just saying. I don't know if they want to do that, but hey, there's a spot available on ABC. Just saying. It's probably not going to be anywhere near the ratings that they had, but at least it's something. So anyway, ultimately, I'm very sad to see the series end, and especially see the series end like this. I wish all the actors on the show. I'm excited to see if they could make another one. I believe this is definitely Jerry Bruckheimer, isn't it? Jerry Bruckheimer's got plenty of shows. But I hope Tom Ellis, that we can see him in the future with something else. That was the main reason Lucifer was so good. They picked an actor who was so good at his role. I never found him extremely intimidating, but I did find him extremely charismatic, which is, I think, what the devil they were trying to portray is all about. They wanted a very suave, not really manipulative, but almost misunderstood devil. I remember watching the first episode, watching this and going, and just smiling at Tom Ellis's his character, and saying to myself, no, this is supposed to be the devil. This is Satan. I don't want to be like, yay, Satan's really a cool guy. No, I don't want to do that. But if you're looking at it from the perspective of God cast out Lucifer because he was rebellious, and that Lucifer is misunderstood, and he never wanted the job of punishing the guilty. But it's ironic that even though he took, even though he left hell in order to get away from that, he still wound up punishing people that deserved it, criminals who would commit murders. So he still does that job even though he's not in hell. So I just think it was a very in-depth character that that I wish that we could have explored more of. But that's the end of season finale week. I hope you all enjoyed this. I'm not even done, honestly. There's still at least two other shows that I need to do ride back finales for. But for now, I'm taking a break, and maybe I'll be back sometime next week with the others. But hope you guys enjoyed this week, and I'll see you on the next one. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and please take a minute to like, comment, and subscribe for more super videos.